Tackle junkies, what's going on, everyone? I really appreciate you guys and gals for clicking on the video. Back with another unboxing. We have one from Tackle Warehouse, one from the Hookup Tackle. Yeah, Hookup Tackle, okay? I don't know if it was the Hookup Tackle. Guys, what is it about unboxings that we just love so much, you know? Guys, with an unboxing, you know there's always a knife of the day. If I get done quick enough here before work, I'm actually going to get another knife. Not going to tell the wife yet. She might see this because she edits videos. But I already have the knife by the time she edits it. Guys, new knife of the day is the Benchmade, alright? This is the Mini Barrage, alright? It's got the assist. Watch how fast this is. It's not an auto. It's got the assist. Dude, killer. Mini Barrage. I think it's called the Redstone. Killer though, man. Absolutely love it. This is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It's got a bit of weight to it. Very comfortable in hand. Just feels like a super solid knife. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. What's your knife of the day? Let me know down below. The one I'm thinking about getting after this video. It's Sprint Run Spyderco. I think it's the Micro Yojimbo. I don't have the bigger one. I think I have the middle size now. It's black and black G10, black blade, and the Micro Sprint Run. I think it's like a light tan micarta, and I don't remember the steel. S15, something like that. I don't know what the steel was. But anyways, I've been waiting to get one of the micros. I love this new Sprint Run they came out with, so I'm going to try and get it before work today. But yeah, GP Knives. And I'm not affiliated with any knife brand or any knife place, but GP Knives is literally right down the road for me. So on the way to work, it's kind of convenient to pull up in there and get a new knife, right? Anyways, knife of the day. Benchmade Mini Barrage. Let's go ahead and start with Tackle Warehouse. Guys, both of these orders are basically have the same thing in them, same type of bait, but they are different. And when you're talking like mini, I wouldn't say mini, I guess you could call them mini bladed jigs or chatterbaits, I'm sure the first one you think of is the Mini Max, all right? Got quite a few of them, absolutely love them, all right? Of course, there could be some improvements on it, which have been made, which you'll see. Okay, Mini Max, right? Now, the one issue I have with this particular bladed jig, man, it runs like a brick, right? It fishes like a brick. I have them in 3/8. They fish like half or heavier. Like you really have to reel them fast to keep them up off the bottom, right? So I got some different sizes, which you'll see, but hopefully, maybe with the new head design or even the lighter weights, they don't run as heavy. But typically I go with the 3/8 and I have no issues with them, but that 3/8 and Mini Max, like I said, it dang near fishes like a brick, right? So from Tackle Warehouse, all right, we got, let me just grab them all out here real fast. We got a bunch of I don't believe I got a sale on these. And this is the only place you can get these because they are a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. These are the Z-Man Chatterbait Elite Evo Mini Max. Again, Tackle Warehouse exclusive, okay? And the head design is a bit different. Yeah, this looks just like the Evo head, so maybe these will fish a little bit different. But I do believe I got, to see here, I got a couple. Let me go ahead and just see what we got here. We got some quarters, quarter. I think for the most part I got quarter. And then I think I got my main colors in 3/8. Yep, okay. So we'll take some of them out so you guys can see them. But in 3/8, again, this is the normal size that I get, just in case the 3/8 doesn't fish like a brick. In this series, I got a few. Okay, normally I get a white, a black and blue, and a bluegill color. So basically a shad color, bluegill color, and then something for the dirtier water. So of course we got the white. Okay. We'll take out one of the quarters. White, we got probably bluegill, I'd imagine. Bama craw. So bluegill imitator. Guess it could be a craw imitator. To me, it kind of looks like a bluegill. And then, of course, black and blue. This is the Tackle Warehouse black and blue. Okay. Let's take out. Let's just take out let's take out the Bama craw. Again, this is the 3/8 here. I plan to fish these on Sunday, so if I notice a huge difference, I'll make a video just because that's what I was most curious about, and I really haven't seen many people talk about that as far as how they fish. Everyone talks about, you know, the hook and the build quality and all that, but I want to know how, you know, how they run. And like I said, the Mini Max, they run heavy. These are definitely much nicer build quality. From the paint jobs, blades, looks like a wire tied skirt. Let's go ahead and compare one. This is the Evo Mini Max. Let's grab the Mini Max. Yeah, definitely a bigger difference here. This one might be wire tied as well. It looks like it is. So both have a wire tied skirt, but overall the build quality just looks nicer on the Evo here. You can see the head design a bit different. I love that they put the weight there on the head. Hook keeper, or a plastic keeper, that's usually a big one. What we got here? So, looks like we have a double barb on the Mini Max, which is lead. And then on the Evo, we got that metal keeper, just one of them, if you guys can see that. But those work really well. Little tip, when you slide your plastic on, squeeze right where that little barb is, and do that, just locks the plastic in place. But yeah, these are super nice for sure. Okay, so that's 3/8 to 3/8 there. Mini Max, Evo Mini Max, Tackle Warehouse exclusive. Okay, again, those are the 3/8. But in case they fished like a brick as well, I got a bunch in quarter. Okay, so we got, of course, we got white. Got the white. We got electric shad. I kind of went all out on these. Love a good bladed jig. Was excited about these smaller ones. The lakes that I fish is getting more and more pressured, so I'm hoping that these pick up a few more bites. And then we got chartreuse and white, so that's kind of like my shad type colors. Okay, then we got some bluegill patterns here. Hot snakes, love that one there. Gold blade, green pumpkin, chartreuse. Then this one's probably called bluegill. Yeah, bluegill. Bluegill. And then green pumpkin. Yeah, green pumpkin there. And with dirtier water, muddier water, the bluegills in our water, or at least the lakes that I fish, they're fairly dark. And then, of course, I got a craw color and then a black and blue. Again, all in quarter. This one here is lava craw. Lava craw. And then your black. And this is just standard black and blue. I obviously got a lot more blue in it than the Tackle Warehouse one. The Tackle Warehouse one is basically all black strands with small blue flakes. This has a lot of blue in it. So that's the Evo Mini Max. Something else I wanted to compare to was the hook itself. At least the gauge wire. They appear to be the same size hook, I'd say. I'd say same size hook, but, and I could be wrong, could be my eyes here, but I do believe that Mini Max still looks like it has a thicker gauge wire on it. Here's the Mini Max. I'm not sure that'll even pick that up. But that Mini Max definitely looks a bit thicker. Could be my eyes, but I think it's still a thicker gauge wire. I mean, if it is, it ain't by much. They could be the same. It could be the color too. It looks like maybe a different color. but it does look a bit, maybe a bit thicker. Could be the same, okay? And then I just got one pack of Zaccos. That's really my go-to bladed jig trailer for these little mini maxes and all that, is the 3-inch Zacco. Absolutely love those. And guys, I've tried all sorts of, I think I even got it here, all sorts of bladed jig trailers. This is a 3700 series, double XL, pro latch, stowaway. These are all bladed jig trailers. I mean, I use all sorts of different ones, but I've kind of settled on the Zacco. It's one of my favorites. That one and really the Hog Farmers are the main ones that I use, but these are all 3-inch Zaccos. Let's see here. Jungle Minnow. That's what they call that. Yeah, that's another good one from 6 cents. Jungle Minnow. I love the Blade Minnows from Strike King. Hog Farmer, Spunk Shad. I got the smaller ones, the bigger ones. Of course, I got a bunch of the full-size Zaccos as well. That's mainly the one that I use. Of course, I got the Z-Mans in here as well, from the Chatter Spikes, the Razor Shads. I mean, I got them all in here. Big Bite Baits. Or no, that's the Komodo from Gambler. That's something I wasn't going to pick up. I was going to pick up the smaller Komodos, the little juniors, but they're out of the colors that I wanted. But Big Bite Baits, what do they call these things? The Swim On, Kamikaze Swim On, Chatter Spikes. Yeah, I've tried them all, but these ones are just my go-to. I think they have great action. I love the profile. It fits the hook perfect. So yeah, the little 3-inch Zacco, for me, is the way to go for the Mini Max and the Evo Mini Max. I want to take a minute and tell you guys about my favorite feature on the Deep Dive app. Let's face it, it's been a year for the wind this year. It seems like every time I get to go fishing, it's blowing like 20, 30 plus. I know the wind can be your friend, but it can also be a big pain in the butt to fish in. With the Deep Dive app, I can click on wind effects and I can track the lake throughout the week, okay? I can go in the past, I can go in the present, and I can go in the future. So if I'm trying to plan a day, I can pick the best day, or if I'm looking for that windy day, I can pick that as well. Speaking of windy days, if we go to the 21st, okay, you can see just how the wind affects the banks. We got some pretty good wind gusts here. Looks like up to around 30 or so. Yeah, wind gusts 29:30 at 11:22 a.m. We got a wind coming out of the west, so you can see here how the wind affects the banks. It's nice too, there's a little color chart there at the bottom, so at a quick glance you can see what areas are getting hit the hardest. Now if you want to fish in the wind, you can see really the worst spots. If you're looking for some calm spots, you can see those as well. Now this particular day, the wind's blowing so bad, it's pretty much blowing out the entire lake. There's very little calm water on this day here. You can kind of see those icons all along the bank. So if you choose this day here, no doubt you're going to be fishing in the wind, but at least you'll know before you go what you're dealing with. Guys, if you haven't checked out this app, definitely check it out. Wind effects, definitely my favorite feature. Linked down below. So that's all for Tackle Warehouse. Just some Evo Mini Max and one pack of the Zaccos. Now let's hop into the hookup tackle. Technically, I should have another knife, another box. You know, I told my wife, you know, usually when you open one box, the knife is done. It's no good. You know, so you either got to resharpen it or get a new knife. And that's usually what I do, get a new knife. So I didn't for this one. It was sharp enough to open this box too. But like we said, we're going to go get another one. Okay, so hookup tackle. I got a great deal on these. I want to say it was, let's see here. I think the bladed jigs, and these are the baby jacks. Got a box full of baby jacks here and some new trailers. But I think these are buy a baby jack and get a pack of the Zacco Slim for free. So I think I bought 10 in here, so I think I got 10 packs of Zaccos for free. And I think those are like $7 a piece, so that was a good deal. So like I said, I jumped on that whenever I seen that. And I'm looking forward to fishing these. Like I said, I love this size jig, the smaller finesse, if you want to call it finesse, little bladed jig. But I wasn't crazy about how the 3/8 fished. I should have just got quarters after that, and I didn't. But now that these new ones came out, I'm kind of glad I waited and got the better versions of these. But let me go ahead and pull all these out here, and we'll see what we got. We'll do a little comparison. But yeah, if you guys want an on the water video, and I can't guarantee any fish catches, you know, but as far as how they fish, if you guys want a video on how they fish, let me know. I'll have the Mini Max on one rod, the Evo on another, and the Baby Jack on another. We'll just kind of see how they run in the water. But you can see here all the free, what do we call them? Aftco Slims, right? All right. Now the Aftco Slim is what they suggest for a trailer. It's a bit bigger than the 3-inch Aftco, okay? But the hook is a bit bigger on the Baby Jack as well, okay? So 3/8, 3/8, quarter, quarter, quarter. I think I did the same thing here. Quarter, quarter. Okay, I guess I did not get a 3/8 bluegill pattern. So for the Baby Jacks in 3/8, we just got the shad pattern, which is green pumpkin shad. Okay, love that one. Green pumpkin shad. And then black and blue. Okay. Just like I did with the Evo. So if by chance I don't like the quarters, I still have something in 3/8 to fish, right? Evo or the quarters just might be you know, too light. We'll see. Okay, but I do fish pretty shallow for the most part. I mean, I'm staying usually in, you know, 2 to 5 feet for the most part. So I'd imagine these are going to do really well. But for whatever reason, if quarters weren't working, I got a couple 3/8 to choose from. So let's go ahead and start again with my shad patterns here. Of course, we got white. Quarter in white. Then we got a quarter in the green pumpkin shad. Green pumpkin shad. We got a quarter in chartreuse and white. Chartreuse and white. Yeah, this was a really good deal. Buy a Baby Jack, get a pack of the Slims, man. Couldn't pass that up. Okay, so that's my shad patterns. I got another shad pattern here. Golden Shiner, absolutely love this one. For whatever reason, man, gold in that muddy water does really well. Love that one. Golden Shiner, spinner baits, double gold willows, one of my go-tos. Had to get the gold. So then for my bluegills, we got, did I not get a, why don't I see a craw in there? Huh, maybe they did not have a, maybe they don't have a fire craw. That's not like me. I normally always get the red craws, because that color works for me year round. But maybe they didn't have it. Anyway, so that's my shad colors. And then bluegill colors, we have Bee Height Delight. Bee Height Delight. We got Brett's Bluegill. And we got Black and Blue. Black and Blue. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna have to check that real fast. That bugs me. Did I not order it? Did they not have one in stock? Let me look here real fast. Let's go and go to Tackle Warehouse. I would have got that. I love the fire craw. Baby Jack. Okay. Says there's no matches for Baby Jack. I beg to differ. Maybe because I spelled it wrong. Baba Jack. Baby Jack. Here we go. So looking at Baby Jack. So they do not. That's weird. Okay, so that's not even an option. For whatever reason, fire craw is not an option for the Baby Jack. Okay. I thought if there would have been one, I would have ordered it. So anyways, so that's that. Let's go ahead and open up. Let's open up the 3/8, just because we've opened up 3/8 of the other one there. Do a little comparison. Okay. 3/8. Okay. Of course, again, wire tied skirt. Now this one here, you have a double plastic keeper, and these are great. These are some of the best keepers. Again, slide your plastic on there, pinch it right on them barbs, and that plastic is locked down. You can definitely tell from the jump that is a bigger hook. So here is the Evo. Yes, definitely a bigger hook. And I am going to say too, comparing it to the Evo, to me, again, my eyes, the Evo wire, the gauge wire does look a bit bigger. Okay, could be wrong, but I'm thinking the gauge wire on the Evo is a bit bigger, and it's definitely a smaller hook. Okay, smaller hook. See, I'd imagine, yeah, the 3-inch Aftco is probably a bit too small for these guys. But man, nice build quality. Okay, obviously the blades are a bit smaller. Skirt's super nice. I'm sure the hook is sticky sharp, so what you would expect from a jackhammer. Okay. And again, guys, if you want to see that video, we'll go over trailers and all that out on the water. I'll show you guys the smaller trailers, the 3-inch on the Mini Max. We'll go over the 3.5 on the Baby Jacks. But for the colors, let's see here, we got a couple packs in cream white. I kept it pretty simple with the trailers. So a couple packs, cream white. We'll take one out of the pack that's not white to show up a bit more. Couple here in Sight Flash. Okay, I like Sight Flash on a sunny day. That cream white's great on a cloudy day. And then we got a couple green pumpkins. Couple green pumpkin. Couple green pumpkin white. Okay, and then the looks like we got 2 packs of the laminate, which is a black, blue, green pumpkin. These colors here should cover all the colors that I got. Take one out here. Yeah, so just a little bit longer than the Aftco. Let's take a Aftco out and show you guys. Here is the 3-inch Aftco, and here's a 3.5 Aftco Slim. It doesn't appear to be, maybe if you compare it to like the full size, it's slim. It really doesn't look too much slimmer at all compared to the 3-inch Aftco, but it is a bit longer, so that'll be good for the bit longer hook on the Baby Jack. But there it is there. Nice looking little trailer. Like I said, these have become my favorite. I've tried a bunch of them, kind of going with these, love them. Lots of action, love the profile. Just a good looking trailer. I mean, you can see the action that this thing has. Barely moving it, I mean, in the water. It looks like it's alive, dude. Absolutely love them. But, guys, that's it. That's what we got, man. A bunch of new bladed jigs and some new trailers. Again, if you guys are interested in that video, let me know down below. I'd love to make that. I'm probably going to make it anyways, even if you guys don't want to see it, because I'm curious. So I'm going to go out there, test them, so I might as well upload the video. But hopefully, these put a few fish in the boat. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up. Love you guys. And if you guys have any feedback on these, if you guys have already fished them, let me know down below, something I can keep aware of while I'm fishing them. Maybe a pound test that you used, and just maybe the rod and things like that would be some helpful info. But anyways, love you guys, and we will see you guys on the next one.